Hi everyone, and welcome to the introduction to the spiral meditation. So really excited to be bringing this one to you this week. I've been really waiting to dive into the spiral, and looks like it's this week, lucky week 7. So first of all, I just want to remind you a bit like of the path we've been on. We've been working on concentration, then we worked on repetition, and today's a bit more about programming so that we can look at our programs that we've learnt through life and we can see which ones are working for us and which aren't, what might be out of balance, and then we can use those in our meditations so we can then concentrate on whatever comes up for us and then use those repetition and concentration skills that you've been learning over the last few weeks. So, excuse me, the flies are really bad. We're hitting 42 degrees days already in only spring, so summer's going to be a doozy. So, the healing spiral. Now, as shamans, as healers, especially shamanic healers, we do work with the ancient energies of our ancestors, and we do work with our earth energies, our directions of north, south, east and west, and our elements. There is actually 5 elements. I normally call them earthbound. That's air, earth, water and fire. And then there is a 5th element that's not spoken of much and sometimes called spirit, sometimes called ether, but it is basically what connects us all. So it's our connection to all that is. So I have been directed to make grids for this meditation, which I've set up, and you'll see in the introduction to the actual spiral, those grids that were created. And I just want to go back into probably a bit more about programming and what that's all about. We have touched on it over the past weeks, but for me, programming is something that from birth we start getting told stuff like, eat all your dinner and all those ones, and there's someone starving in some foreign country and you're wasting your food and all that sort of thing, which does create a program, and it is a truth, but the way it's delivered can make all the difference. So basically, if you could find a better way to deliver that, then you might not have people as grown-ups where you stuff everything that's on your plate because you've had that early program built into your mind, and so you've come up with this idea that you must eat everything on your plate and not waste it. So then we've got to look at other ways of getting smaller plates or whatever it is. But once you acknowledge that program that was given to you by your family, and I mean they meant well, they don't load these programs into us, it's what they know, what they got taught. So the program stops with you. If you want to identify or change something in your life, you must identify it first to create that change. So this meditation's a bit about that. So as we go past each element, we go past earth first, then we're going to go to air, water and fire. I'm going to bring up 3 emotions or thought patterns or programs that might have been created along your way. We've all had a bit of all of these. So I'll say 3 things that means you're out of balance with that earth or that air or the water or fire. So I'll say 3 things that will be out of balance for that specific element, and you could either just say in my head, I am creative, or I am judgmental, whatever it might be. I've got different ones that'll come up, I'm not sure yet, but whatever comes up, you say the I am, and if it's like, yeah, I'm a bit that way, or yeah, no, I don't see myself as that, but if you go, I am not that, that's something to look at, something that really gels with you, that really makes you either angry or really happy. They are something that lets you know either you're in balance or out of balance with that specific element. So on the way into the spiral, well, I'll be saying the unbalanced. So if one of those triggers you, I'm thinking I might post some photos too, so you can have a look at each of the grids that have been created on each of the elements and see if anything just visibly makes you think, oh, I'm connected to that, or that's making me feel horrible, or whatever. They will be more clues for you as well. but we'll go around and possibly pick the one that you react to the most. And when we get into the center, I've been guided to do a heartbeat drumming. So I will just drum for, I don't know how long, however long I'm told. Could be 5 minutes, could be 2, I'm not sure. I'll be drumming, and that's where you can just meditate and use your concentration skills, or like what we did with the spinal one where we sent courage out to all our cells. You could actually think about in your meditation, why is this triggering me? How can I deal with it? How can I work with it? And just concentrate on that one thing that challenged you in the spiral. Then when the drumming's finished, I'll just stop drumming, and then I will walk back out of the spiral, and that's where we build our energy. So we're going to build our energy, and as I come to the outer ring and to all of the elements location, I'll actually say what would mean you're in balance. So they will be the opposite to the unbalanced. So we'll say the balanced things. So as you come in, as you leave the spiral, those things that make you feel better, the one that really makes you feel great, is something that you could use in your meditations for the rest of the week. So once you've been in here, identified what it is that's triggering you or that's creating you to kick in a program from your childhood, whatever it is, we're going to release it here in this spiral, and we're going to move into our true north, into our air direction, and create where we want to be. So we're going to go to the opposite direction of where you are, and we're going to create. So those 3 positive balanced words that I will give you at each element, one of those or maybe a couple of them jump for you. So maybe it's the next few weeks work, or you could work on maybe all 3, but I would recommend one. Whatever it is that's balancing the thing that you are unbalanced with when you entered will be what you can work on for the rest of the week. And this spiral one would be a really good one to just come back to release the end of the day as well. You can use it any time that you notice you're picking up programming, or you find that you're reacting to something that's happened in life. This spiral one could help you get to the core of it. So see you all shortly, and I hope you enjoy the drumming. Love to you all.